Today, Alton Towers released the news we've all been waiting for. Nemesis Sub-Terra is reopening at the resort very shortly. And in this video, I'm going to go through its opening date, what we can expect from the inside of the ride, and all of the changes that have been made to the logo, plus so much more. So with that said, let's get straight into the video and discuss the opening date for Nemesis Sub-Terra. It's what we've been waiting for. Yes, Nemesis Sub-Terra is finally reopening at Alton Towers. I've done so many updates from this attraction. It closed back in 2015, has remained dormant for the past 8 years, and in 2023, it's finally making its big return to Alton Towers. And yes, it won't be long till we'll be getting back inside Nemesis Sub-Terra. The official opening date to the public is the 27th of May, so not this weekend, but next weekend. And the great thing about this is, if you're a Gold Merlin pass holder, then you will have access to the Alton Towers Resort on the Saturday, but not the Sunday and Monday, because of course it's the bank holiday weekend. But yeah, Alton Towers have got Sub-Terra open, ready for the May half term, and let's go through all of the changes that we can expect from the inside of the ride. And actually, the Alton Towers have changed the logo for Nemesis Sub-Terra, an interesting one, so we'll take a look at it now. So yes, here's the new logo for Nemesis Sub-Terra. I'll put the old and the new side by side so you can get a comparison of the different changes that they've made to this logo. In my opinion, I prefer the old one, but with this, it's pretty much got this, the same sort of concept as the old logo. You've got the egg and then the tentacles sort of clawing the egg, I guess, and then the Nemesis logo and the Sub-Terra font has pretty much remained the same. But yeah, they've completely got rid of the eye and all of the green colouring around the logo. Interesting one. Could this suggest that Nemesis Sub-Terra has a more darker theme with all the red going on it there? I prefer the old one. I like the eye. However, it's interesting because this new logo could mean a new lease of life for Sub-Terra. Could it be bigger changes than I was expecting with this? Of course, Nemesis Sub-Terra operated for about 3 seasons at Alton Towers before it closed back in 2015. So all of the ride hardware and theming is rumoured to still be in there. This could be some drastic changes for Sub-Terra if they're changing the logo. If you go up to the promo image that Alton Towers released today, you can also see that it's the same promotion image that they used when they marketed it back in 2012 when it opened. And yeah, it's all the same, but no longer the green colour. It seems like Alton Towers have completely got rid of the green and gone for a red here. But when we think about it, it actually makes sense because Nemesis is being retracked at the minute and it's got that new red vein design on the side, the blood vessel. And yeah, it seems that Alton Towers have integrated this with Nemesis Sub-Terra. I mean, all of the branding has changed from green to red. And could this suggest that this new logo on the website will be the new logo on the outside of the Sub-Terra building? Now, at the time of recording this, Alton Towers haven't put up the new logo for Sub-Terra. But with this, it would be quite easy to do for Alton Towers. They'd probably just get the old logo and just repaint it. But I did quite like the old logo. I think this one looks like it's been more thrown together. No offense to all of the team who were involved with doing this logo. But yes, let's take a look at what we can expect from the inside of this attraction with the statement that Alton Towers have released alongside the opening date of Sub-Terra. So yeah, let's have a quick read of this then. Your worst nightmare underground. Take a thrilling ride deep into the Earth's core to discover the secretive research of the Phalanx through a guided tour of their latest research facility in Forbidden Valley. Civilians are invited to look, stay alert but don't touch, as you're shown exciting glimpses of a Nemesis egg, their latest discovery. We're told it's controlled and contained, but very little is known about the origins of the egg that sits beneath the Nemesis site. But this much is clear, it's showing life signs, and a team of Phalanx operatives are investigating. But can they keep control? Board the ride and embark towards your worst nightmare underground on Nemesis Sub-Terra as you're taken down to the deepest location of the Forbidden Valley, venturing into the excavated caves below the Nemesis monster for a truly terrifying experience. I've got to say, Alton Towers have linked the Nemesis retrack and Sub-Terra very well together, all in one cohesive sort of theme, and it's great to see. I mean, they've linked this really well with the retracking, of course. Currently, they're doing the retrack to Nemesis, and they've discovered an egg, and now they're taking it into the research facility at the Phalanx, of course, Sub-Terra, and it's showing signs of life. Now, from this storyline, we can see it's pretty much the same as what it was when it opened in 2012. What do I think will change on the inside of the ride? Well, I think it will be very similar to the likes of when it was operating. We'll still have that egg. Of course, there's 1 of 4 different drop towers in this attraction. Nothing huge. I mean, similar to the likes, and it's the same manufacturer actually, as the ones around the UK dungeons. For example, Blackpool has a very similar drop tower to what we see in Nemesis Sub-Terra. But yeah, I think it'll pretty much keep the same story and a lot of the old theming. Of course, you've got the egg, so you board basically the ride vehicles in here, 1 of 4 different drop towers, and yeah, you board the ride and then you drop down and you see the egg all cracked open. There's loads of flashing lights. So yeah, I think we'll pretty much see the same as this. I've never actually been on Sub-Terra, however, many of my family members have, and I've seen plenty of POVs from it. Is it a world-class ride? Definitely not. However, is this a good ride for Alton Towers to have? 100%. It's increasing capacity, spreading out queues around the resort, especially with Nemesis being closed this season. And let's be honest, is it better having a ride closed off or open? Well, of course, open. Nemesis Sub-Terra has been sat in its place for 8 years now, doing pretty much nothing. So it's nice to see an attraction back open. I'm sure Alton Towers and the Merlin Magic making team have done loads of work to it to bring it up to 2023. You know, maybe some more technology changes on the inside. A lot's changed since 2012. So could we be seeing some more tech advancements? Curse of the Alton Manor is a fantastic example of what Alton Towers and Merlin can achieve. And recently, Chessington World of Adventures opening the world of Jumanji. That'll be the next vlog here on the YouTube channel. But yeah, it shows that Alton Towers and Merlin Entertainments can do a great job at theming. So hopefully they've enhanced Sub-Terra to bring it to 2023. Very exciting though. Only 2 weeks to go until, well, less than 2 weeks now, till Nemesis Sub-Terra reopens. And finally, I can finish these Nemesis Sub-Terra updates saying that Nemesis Sub-Terra is reopening very, very shortly. I could pretty much create like a whole documentary with the amount of videos I've created about Sub-Terra. This past year, and especially the past few months, Alton Towers have just been really teasing enthusiasts with the opening of Sub-Terra. And it's nice to see today that they've come out and confirmed. And do you know what? In the morning, I'm not lying about this, in the morning, I was thinking, come on Alton Towers, you've got to release something now because they're really just teasing us. Recently, there's been loads of updates from Sub-Terra, and if you do want to see all the most recent on-site updates from Sub-Terra and also Nemesis, check out the dedicated playlist and the most recent and up-to-date videos that I've recorded here on the channel. But with all that said, we'll be there on opening day. Don't you worry about that. With the amount of updates that I've been doing, I've got to be there for opening. But there we go. Are you excited for Nemesis Sub-Terra? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. What changes do you think we're going to be seeing on the inside of this attraction? I'd love to hear all of your thoughts. But with all that said, your deepest nightmare, your worst nightmare rather, underground, it's Nemesis Sub-Terra. It's returning for 2023. See you in the next video.
Please be aware that all information held on the Phalanx database is regulated by international data protection protocols.
The original Nemesis files vanished under mysterious circumstances, but copies exist and Phalanx operatives are resourceful. The images you are seeing prove that even when the Nemesis site was first exposed back in 1994, all was not as it seemed.
The area you are about to enter is an extension of the original excavation, as detailed in the Nemesis archives. For your own safety, you must obey all instructions given to you by the Phalanx operatives. Due to the magnetic resonance of recently exposed underground structures, it is important that civilians leave all baggage at the surface before descending underground.
The Phalanx survey team are documenting the system of caves lying beneath the Nemesis site. Approximately 27 kilometers of tunnel have been explored and mapped. A growing catalogue of scientific discoveries is now stored in this facility's central core. The most significant of these finds has been made accessible to the public. Please remember to obey all safety instructions during your visit to the core. All hazardous material has been made safe for civilian viewing.